The Lord is my light and my salvation. So why should I be afraid? The Lord is my fortress, protecting me from danger. So why should I tremble?
The warlike imagery of Psalm 27 may tempt us to think that it's relevant to somebody else, but certainly not to me. Surely I'm not besieged by enemies, nor do I have war breaking out against me, let alone the wicked wanting me for lunch. Yet, there you would be wrong, for the world in which we live is a spiritual battlefield, in which hosts of the demonic are out to see our downfall and our destruction.
Whenever people come against me to devour me, my enemies attack, they stumble and fall. Though an army surrounds me, my heart will not fear. Even if I am attacked, I will stay confident. One thing I ask of
Now,
the Lord.
many outside of the Christian faith may well sneer at such a dramatic analysis. But Jesus told us that this is the way it would be. For example, he said, "I will build my church, and the gates of hell will not prevail against it." And if Jesus himself told us about this unseen reality, well, that's good enough for this follower. How do I take stock of what this means for me in my daily walk? I can identify with some of the imagery in the psalm. Days of trouble I have regularly encountered, and sometimes I've been on the sharp end of malicious accusations. Yet, if all this activity has its roots in the spiritual world, how can I get to the source of the problem, let alone find a solution? The psalmist tells us that we need to seek his face and then be open to what he shows us so that he can teach me how to live, O Lord.
Teach me how to live, O Lord. Lead me along the right path. For my enemies are waiting for me. Do not let me fall into their hands.
In a world of spiritual warfare, we need spiritual weapons. As Paul describes it, the sword of the Spirit is the word of God. And it's only by placing ourselves firmly in God's hands and relying entirely on his power that we will be able to see off the enemy's attacks. Which brings us to the countercultural heart of Psalm 27. It is through worship and prayer that we fight the battles before us. Remember the walls of Jericho? They collapsed after God's people circled the city after 7 days of worship.
Wait patiently for the Lord. Be brave and courageous.
It is only in the context of trusting worship that in our day we too can be confident that we will see the Lord's goodness at work in and through us.
I will stay confident. I will stay confident.